flow going. So I need you guys to stand to your feet. Come on up. It's time to stretch. Get those kinks out. I know you guys have been sitting down for hours. Please give it up. Give a warm round welcome to Mr. Aundre Blasingame, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, woo, woo. Good. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, how you guys doing? Woo, got the good mic today. Got the good mic. How y'all feeling today? Let that play a little bit longer. Everybody stretch. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand back up. Stand back up. Let's get it. Hey, enjoy life. Hey, give me my best love. Enjoy yourself. Don't nobody dance. Cut the music. Cut the music. We got the tired crowd today. We got some tired people out there. We got some people that been on their feet all day. You know, if you know anything about being a chef, you know, you spend 15 to 20 hours on your feet regularly in a day. For my hairstylists in the room, do the same thing. My mail delivery people do the same thing. And so you understand, but sometimes you got to let loose, you got to cut loose. You know, you got to quit being so closed in. Because see, the problem is when you get closed in, you don't have an opportunity to open up and expand. It's okay. May not have been the type of music you wanted to play. May not have been something that you wanted to hear, but guess what? Have fun anyway. Because you're not going to like everything, and everything is for everybody. But you know what? Life is about having fun, because guess what? You don't get out alive. Why not enjoy it while you're here? You get one chance, right? So thank you, Miss West, for that wonderful, wonderful edification. I appreciate you going through all the accolades. We're going to shorten that to like 2. So we'll just say catering company and business coach, and then we're going to keep it moving, okay? So, but Miss Ashley West, if you get an opportunity to talk to her, she has an incredible story of about, you know, overcoming. You know, she was a young lady that was working a job overnight in corporate America, and she didn't realize the potential that she had in herself, and I did. And I had an opportunity to invest time in her, also capital and some coaching, and took her off her job and gave her an opportunity to open up her own salon. Now she works because she wants to, not because she has to. So that right there, you know, is right along the lines of what Mr. Grant was talking about earlier, because I'll tell you a little bit about myself. When I was growing up, same story that you have for the typical African-American male that grew up in the projects. You know, we were poor, we put water in our cereal, you know, all the stuff that you hear all the time, right? And so, you know, I was never really taught about money and about helping people. You know, I grew up in a neighborhood where you took care of yourself. You know, you might took care of your family that's right next to you, but you had to look out for yourself. And so, and as time went on, I had an opportunity to open up several businesses. You know, I reached the age of being a millionaire the first time by the time I was 27. I had a very popular, thank you. I had a very popular nightclub that was in Deep Ellum called The Garage. And basically, I was just too young to have that much money, because basically I blew it all. We were averaging about $30,000 worth of profit a month. And we did that for about 3 years. And because we didn't really pay attention to what we were doing, because we were so young. I mean, when I say we blew money, okay, anybody in here hockey fans? There's not a lot of hockey fans in here, right? So everybody, the New Jersey Devils is a hockey team, right? So if you don't know hockey. And we're not New Jersey Devils fans. We're not Dallas Stars fans, you know. So we decided we were going to blow $15,000 and go to a New Jersey Devil and Dallas Stars game. Not only did we do that, we flew a private jet all the way to New Jersey to see the game. We didn't even stay here in Dallas just because we had the money. But it was my brother and an ex-NFL player. We were all business partners at the time. And the one thing that we did not realize, being so young and in our 20s, is that we had no financial management. We had no coach. We had nobody giving us direction. We knew how to make a lot of money, as many of you out here do. You know how to make a lot of money in your craft. You know how to make a lot of money in what you do. But what you don't have is the direction. See, you could be in the right vehicle, but be going in the wrong direction. And sometimes you have to understand that. And you have to realize that in yourself. I mean, think about it. Would you drive a Ferrari on ice? No, you wouldn't. You want to get one of those Raptors. You know, you want to get you a Hummer with some chains on it, something with some weight, something that's going to crack through the ice. And see, a lot of you in here don't really understand that, because you've been driving the same vehicle going the wrong way for majority of your life, and you don't see the success you want because you don't want to change vehicles. See, you get attached to stuff. And see, I've learned that in business, don't be attached to your business. You should be able to walk away from your business and it double for you every year. You should be comfortable with not being attached to your business. Because see, everybody understands. Who in here has emotions? Okay, who didn't raise their hand? You lying. You know you lying. You know you lying. So emotions is what ties you to your business. Emotion is also what holds you back from some of your greatest triumphs. Many of you have passed up on people that you were supposed to be in love with because your emotions got in the way because you couldn't get over somebody that was there before. And see, people do that in business as well. Some of y'all are in the wrong businesses, I'm going to be real. But you keep working at it because you're like, I'm not a quitter. I don't give up. Well, if it's not making you any dough, don't go there. I'm just saying. It's okay to have another plan. It's okay to go another way. If it's working for you, keep working it. But I will tell you now, 10, 15 years from now, if you don't have multiple streams of income, if you don't have at least 4 streams of income that's coming to you whether you work or not, you're going to be broke. And anybody that's under the age of 40, oh my God, you'll never get Social Security. So don't even count on it. Don't even think about that part of your retirement plan. You've got to build business streams, real estate, stock market, internet companies that give you the opportunity to make money whether you work or not. We don't live in the day and age where you could go to work for 40 hours a week, be in the company for 40 years, to retire on 40% of your income you couldn't live on in the first place. We're out of those times. My father was in those times. I like to tell you a little quick story about my dad. My dad was an ex-military vet. That's the first check. He's an ex-post office worker. That's the second check. And he put a 401k in back when they first started 401k. That's his third check. He makes $7,000 to $8,000 a month. But that plan's not for me. They don't have it anymore. He was in the military 25 plus years. They give him a check until he passed away. The post office, he worked for the post office almost 30 years to retire at like 65. But he was set for life. See, that plan worked for him. Some of you, a job works for you. Some of you don't have the drive. Some of you don't have the knowledge, don't have the skill. Some of you believe you don't have the resources, but that's because you didn't ask. Closed mouth don't get fed. Everybody know that, right? And what you have to understand, what the TNT group is bringing to the marketplace now is an opportunity not only to gain the skill and knowledge to grow any business in any capacity, but we also have enough capital to invest in each and every one of you. Because see, I believe in partnerships. And I learned a long time ago that to be a great leader or to be a great business coach, it doesn't matter how many businesses I have, how many businesses that I produce. See, it's all about the fruits of your labor. See, an apple tree, in an orchard is no good if there's no apples growing from it. Even though the tree goes very big and does everything it needs to do, if there's no results, it doesn't matter. And see, what we believe here in TNT is not only partnerships, but to breed more business owners that are millionaires in their business than any other networking group that's out there. In your business. See, I know you go to a lot of these networking events and all they talk about is, hey, give me a lead, or who do you know that wants to take my business, and who do you know wants to buy my product? And see, that's not what we're here for. Of course, we're going to do that. Take the money. Don't deny the money. If somebody want to take your services, Mr. David right here is a massage therapist. If anybody in here say they want to get a massage for you, David, take that money. I'm not telling you not to take the money. But what I'm telling you is that it's more than that. Mr. Grant hit the nail on the coffin. Who are you on the inside? See, you're missing the knowledge and skills that you need to be profitable in your business. Because if you knew what you needed to do, you would be where you needed to be. Sorry, I got to tell you the truth today. Actually, I don't apologize for that. I like the truth. It's easier. And what you have to understand is that you have to be the one to change you. Nobody else can do it. There's only one you. And when you make that change, guess what? You'll see the change that you want in your life. See, the crew of my team, we were talking the other day, and it was funny. We were talking about getting up early, and some of the people on the team like to sleep in late, and some want to get up. I say, hey, you know what? Mark Cuban gets up at 6 o'clock every day. And he tells you he gets up at 6 o'clock every day, don't go to bed at 10 o'clock. That man is worth $2.5 billion right now. He's got what you call wrath of God money. And he still gets up like that. You know why? Because he has that driving desire, because he understands that it's needed to maintain the success. See, getting to the top of the mountain is great. Can't you stay there? Because somebody's always looking to knock you off. Somebody's always coming with a better product. Somebody's always trying to take you out. Look at the fast food industry. Why do you think there's so many burger chains? Because, see, you know what? They want that competition, because guess what? It keeps them all in line and getting up early in the morning to be successful. And see, many of you sleep till noon. I ain't gonna call you out. You know who you are. Many of you won't even take the time to get up. I know there's a gentleman in here gets up 4 o'clock every morning, goes to a job at about 5 in the morning, and then comes to my kitchen with me until about midnight. Every day. And don't complain, not one time. And see, that young man is going to get an investment. See, I'll be opening up a food truck in about 2 months. And see, he didn't even know that. He had been talking to me about the idea for a while. I said, Kareem, in the media, I'll give you the money to buy it. Give me 60 days. Because see, that's something you invest in. When somebody has that kind of drive, that kind of belief in themselves to be successful. And see, many of you just don't have that in yourself. Many of you just don't. And the problem is that you don't have enough examples that are in front of you. And you won't take advantage of the examples that are there. Anybody listening to me tonight? I don't think y'all listening. So the other day I was talking to a young man that I had met many years ago, and I was at the DFW airport. Actually, I was about to fly out, and he went to take my bags because the plane was kind of full, and so they asked if I want to, put my carry-on in the underbelly of the truck. I said, that's fine, I don't care. I didn't take a lot of luggage. And the young man saw me on my phone, and he saw me looking at the TNT website, because I was looking at something on the website. He said, man, I remember that group. He said, man, I came out. I said, oh, you did you? I said, well, when did you come out? Man, I probably came out about 3-4 years ago, man. I said, really? You know all about the TNT group? Man, he said, I know all about the TNT group. I said, man, so did you stay long enough to still receive a check to get 6 figures from home for life and have the ability to step away from your job and retire for the rest of your life? He's like, nah, man, I didn't really join. I just came and visited. And I said, see, that's the problem. See, you don't make any commitment. See, if you hadn't visited and stayed a while, see, you'd have had the money that you need to invest in whatever you wanted. See, you went back to what you know. See, we go back to what we know very easily. And see, when you step into the unknown, that's where your success comes from. I like to use the analogy with the cheetah. So I got a friend of mine that's, it's funny. A friend of mine by the name of Stuart, he's in Africa right now. So he's telling me about this safari he went on. And because he's a business owner as well, and me and him were going back and forth about different business ideas. And so he's telling me about these couple of cheetahs that he saw. And he said, what he thought was so cool is that, they drove and he saw the cheetahs, and it was early in the morning, right? And so the cheetahs would get up, and the cheetahs go out, and they have this look on their face that, you know what, I'm going to eat. They don't have this look on their face like, well, maybe I'm going to eat. I think the gazelles that are out there, they're just too fast today. I think I'm going to just go back and lay in the grass. I'm not going to get up, No, they got up with an expectancy to eat because they was hungry. And see, you guys aren't hungry like cheetahs. Because see, when the cheetah gets up in there, they crawl in the grass and they're looking, they can see the gazelle out there. For you, that's a client at the grocery store. Somebody sitting right next to you. Somebody that's back there in the Brick House Lounge. You'll walk right past them and won't even say hi, shake their hand. And see, you got to have that mentality of a cheetah, because as soon as that cheetah is ready to eat and he's hungry, guess what? He see that gazelle, he's going to go chase him. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to find at least one, that weak one. The one that's limping. The one that can't run too fast. Because see, they're hungry and they're going to eat. And see, many of you don't have that mentality. They say the early bird gets the worm, because the worms only come out in the morning. If you take too long and you oversleep, guess what? You miss on every single opportunity that you have. Business is done in the daytime hours. Get up. oh, this is January. This wasn't necessarily meant to be inspirational. This was been getting people's homes. Get up. Because see, you have an incredible opportunity because you're unique. Nobody does what you do as good as you do it. You just got to know it. A lot of people just don't know that they're that good. And you have an incredible opportunity, not only here with the TNT group, but in your businesses. Even if you don't join TNT, if you don't come next month, because I know if I ask this whole room, everybody's going to say, yes, I'm coming next month. Y'all lying. It's only going to be about half of y'all to come back. But it's okay. I'm comfortable with that. As long as you're comfortable with it. As long as you're comfortable with staying in the mundane. Staying where you are. Now, if you want to go to another level, come to the TNT group. Commit for 6 months. Come out to some of the trainings and the coaching trainings. Mr. Brian Acosta and Mr. Ruben Duarte back there of Advent Trinity. Been in the coaching program about 4 months. When they came to us, their bank account was in the negative. And they'll show it to you. Like I said, I'm a documentation these conversations got a guy. In 3 months, they tripled their profits and increased their sales force by 1 and an additional graphic designer. And we're still about to go into a hiring blitz to bring on some more. Just in 90 days, all they did was had to listen. You just need that direction. Yeah, clap it up for them. It's incredible. I love looking at the numbers. And see, I have no problem investing in that kind of hunger. So I'm going to leave you with this. You have an incredible opportunity to leave here and be different. You have an opportunity to set yourself apart from anybody else in any business. You have an opportunity to be in the top 10% of the wealthiest people in the world. Because all of our trainings, I'm not that bright of a guy. I stole all my stuff from people that's already rich. I'm not gonna lie. And I applied their principles. And because of it, I'm a managing partner with half a dozen companies. 2 of them are $2.5 million companies. The other 2 are on their way. Document it. You can look it up. So whether you join or you don't join, doesn't bother me either way. Just as long as you're comfortable where you're at and you're comfortable with the success you have. And when you're ready to take that success up to another level, we're here because we're not going anywhere. And I thank you guys for your time. I appreciate you for coming out to TNT today. I'm going to give it back over to your gracious host, Miss Ashley West. Come on up here, Miss West.
All right. Woo-hoo. All right, give it up one more time for Mr. Aundre Blasingame. Man, I know I had his whole entire speech on record. So if you guys took notes, definitely keep those and use them. He wants you to. But I want to thank you guys so much for coming out, spending a little time with us. Again, our next networking event is next month, February. Get with the person that invited you out tonight. We are going to be doing some more networking over here in the bar. They have happy hour food till about 9 o'clock. And also, if you guys want to go ahead and get in advance, pre-register for the next month event, please get with those ladies back there at the table. Miss Jamie Gallen, raise your hand. She will be taking payments for the pre-register and the membership. So we also take cash and card. So once again, I was your host for tonight, Miss Ashley West. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Make sure you guys get some. Take advantage of that happy hour special here. We got the incredible Chef Jen from Jen Rummy Catering. She's actually partnering with myself on an incredible venture. So you definitely want to get some.